kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Coming out with it, it's Galloway. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Lost a throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Now adjusting. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Under fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's caught. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. On the option. Now the pitch. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. About to start here in the second half. Tulane will kick it away. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. To the air. It's Luck. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing that accurate. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Still looking on the move. Quickly complete. And he's dragged down. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
The Knights will have it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The give to the back. Plows through the defense. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, UCF! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, what a nice touchdown run. And this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To throw, it's Pavia. The screen, and watch out. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. Tulane right back to the line. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half. But we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. We reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Looking to throw. Max looking for the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights!
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns. A 21-point cushion in the 4th. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
They've got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Trying play action. Here's a hit. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Pavia. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great...
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got room on the return. After making the interception, he sets up his offense by running it back to the 39.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. And his throw is incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Galloway. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point. And he's going to bring this one out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. He'll ride his man on the option. The pitch. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Back to pass, it's Pavia. Unloads to the wideout. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement to the future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing...
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Tulane right back to the line. Lost to fire on 2nd down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You can tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Back to throw. It's Pavia. He wants a big play here late. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock has struck 0, and the ball game is over. Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, that's just bad.
Bad. Or, as Reese Davis would say, ungood. Just very ungood performance. Flush this one down the toilet. Move on. It's not your best day. You lost in ugly fashion, to be honest, but better days ahead.
And I think a lot of this has to come on the shoulders of the players. They need to be able to realize they just didn't do enough. So they've got to turn the page. They've got to go back to work, have a great week of practice, and put out a better effort next week.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Coming out aggressively. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit right there.
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Just a short pass to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Looking for a man, it's Mendoza. Catch in the middle, it's McAllister. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Navy lifts anchor in the red zone. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
And runs through another guy. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Quickly complete.
I think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys. Not seeing the field goal unit trot out onto the field. They had a golden opportunity there to make a stop.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, midshipman.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Dropping back, it's Pavia. Fires to the big fella. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Tulane right back to the line.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Tulane to the line, facing second and short. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run the option. Got room to work. Quarterback got it himself. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. We've reached the break, and Navy holds the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Sends it back in motion. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
The give on the inside. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to them and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
The play action fake. Oh, they're after it. It's complete on the right side. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires to the big fella. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Tulane. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You practice these moments as a defense. You never know when they're going to come to fruition, but how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he puts through the extra point. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. I think he lost it in the sun. He muffed it. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Quickly to the tight end. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Off the play fake. Using his legs to buy some time. Smashes through the tackle. A big gain as he goes out of bounds on the last play before the 2-minute timeout. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Going to run it. It's McAllister. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Finds his tight end. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Well, we knew coming into this one the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Throws to the tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rodgers. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
Man, that's hard to swallow. You're in scoring position. You got set up perfectly inside the 5-yard line. Everything looking good. You can't fumble the football. You got to take care of it. Man, what a missed opportunity for this offense.
Now the toss. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now on 2nd down.
Let's go.
Now the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. The pass ball's incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Goes to the option. Oh, he's got a chance. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And they tried the surprise onside to start the second half. And this game's a great game. It's been back and forth, tie football game. Maybe trying to jumpstart yourself, but I'll tell you what, now you put your defense in a bind. Let's see how they respond.
The RPO, it's complete. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. What's old is new in offensive football. The return, at least on that play, of the pass-catching fullback.
Yeah, you used to see this all the time back in the day. Fullbacks used to play all the time. Now you don't see him near as much, but versatile piece at fullback. Listen, he can catch the football. He can make plays. Use the big fella.
Tulane just a few inches away might take a shot on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Pavia. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Going for it all. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside, towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
Going right to work up top. Got it in the middle, it's McAllister. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Navy quick to the line. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
And I love these offensive coaches going right back to your guy. I believe in you. Just because you fumbled doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the football.
Yeah, he's repaying the favor right now to this coaching staff as well. And doesn't it just seem like he's running with a little bit more juice? He looks like he's ticked off.
Off-play action on first down. Pulls it in. It's Rodgers. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. Throws for the tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. Just steamrolling the defense.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Hard running there. Gives it on the option. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. The Green Wave with plenty of options here on 2nd and short. On the option. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The option look. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man. How about that defense? Up and stopping him short on 4th down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking for a crease. It's McAllister. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Pocket breaking down. Working that left side now. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll try to get it through the air. Swings it out to the flat. He did not make it a stonewall on third down. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
He'll toss it. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Throws toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking. And something's a little bit off, and I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture. Some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Oh, he makes the catch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. To the air, it's Mendoza. The short hand, it's Rodgers. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but They're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run play action. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
The midshipmen come to the line facing third and short. It's caught. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fires to the tight end. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
The give from the gun. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
On the option. He'll toss it. There he goes. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. Not much time left, but the offense has a shot to end this one in regulation. Now on the option. He has the first and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's why this offense is hard to stop, man. They have that option to pitch it. So as a defense, like, I got to get the quarterback, and then I got to get the pitch man, and they lost the pitch man, and you can tell he made them pay with a big gain down the field.
Throwing right. It's complete. Touchdown, Green Wave. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You can tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the fourth quarter for the touchdown.
And the extra point was good. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone. It's Graham. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds the tight end.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Galloway. He's run out of bounds just short of the 50. Mark him at the 49. Clock is stopped. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Makes the catch. It's Galloway. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Finds his man. It's McAllister. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Navy comes to the line facing second and short. Looking to fire. Caught on the outside. It's Graham. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points. Off the play fake on first down. Caught close to the marker. It's Graham. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Trying play action. Makes the catch. This was hardly an offensive juggernaut, but sometimes you lean on your defense and grind out a win.
This was a defensive struggle, no doubt about it, but we know this is a team game, and the defense certainly did what they needed to do. The offense just barely did enough. That's the important part, and David, moving forward, they're going to have to play better on that side.
I think it looked more like an offensive struggle, not a defensive struggle. They definitely brought their A game, but listen, all you needed was enough points. Win, advance, build some confidence, find some things with this offense down the road that you do better.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Chippewas will put total weather to crank us up. And he's not going to take the touchback. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Leaves it with the running back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Pavia. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
That's reeled in. It's Robinson. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Used the play fake, now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Motion from the wideout. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Breaks into the open. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do...
Fakes a grab right down the middle. Touchdown, Greenway. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Central Michigan. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Takes the handoff. It's Riley. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the linebacker right there? They make calls and they play in coverage, but if you're a linebacker, you better be physical, and that dude came downhill. Somebody might want to block him up front, Palmer. Downhill and laid the lumber.
Yeah. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Touchdown, Chips. The defense putting points on the board. They'll try to add another to their lead. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. Here comes the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and
Makes the grab on the shot. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
The play action fake. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the right. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. We've come to the end of the quarter, guys, and Central Michigan has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. First play of the period, 1st down here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Gets away from one, finds some space. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Chippewas can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Turning it on. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Chippewas are on the move. With the run on 1st and goal.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On the option. Now the toss. he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Trying to march in. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps. A field goal here would make it a 2-possession game, but they elect to leave the offense on the field on 4th down. They'll run it from the gun. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
He'll ride his man on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Back to pass. It's Pavia. And as he throws, intercepted, a turnover in their own territory.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, running back on the move. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better.
Touchdown, Chippewas! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Unloads quickly. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Tulane to the line, facing 2nd and short. Off the play fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Wants to throw. It's Pavia. Takes a hit as he fires. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Hunt is on its way. And that's where they'll have to down it, just inside the 50-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Looking downfield on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Central Michigan. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum.
And they fake it. The holder looking for a man. The pressure gets to him. Down he goes, and that is just what the doctor ordered. This is ultra aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. About to start here in the second half. Tulane will kick it away. And he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
There's just so much for this defense to think about right now. They've had strong side runs thrown at them. Now the counter. They know that this offense can work in the play action off of all these base runs too. So much offensive volume this defense needs to worry about at this point in the game.
Yeah, and you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Rivers. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Chips. And the punishment has been extended. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle.
Central Michigan, 34, Tulane, 7.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to bring, and the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Now the play fake. He's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. They want to throw it. Trying to pull his way in. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Chippewas. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
41, Tulane 7.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. Guess that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking to pass. It's Pavia. Rushes on him. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense, period, that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their boat and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up fourth and long.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Man, those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about...
A shot toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Right down the middle. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, and still on his feet. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Keeps looking downfield. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
You love that decision if you're the head coach. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback, tucking it and running and just getting what he can get.